The World Surf League has brought the planet's best surfers here to Europe. It's a big European leg, and we move deeper into it. You're joining us in semi-final number 2 of the QS 10,000, the EDP Billabong Pro Cascais. It is a good morning here from Guincho Beach in Portugal, as Cascais' very own Frederico Morais will tee up against Zeke Lau here. Gixeliers alongside Strider Wazalewski. We're enjoying the call. We trust that you're all enjoying it with us as we get the first replay. No time wasted by Frederico Morais here.
12 o'clock off the bat, right as the horn blew. This went down, finishing on the inside with a little tap. So first move, the best move of that whole wave. Then Zeke followed him up, round the corner, big power gouge right there. That was beautiful. Another sweep back into the corner. A lot of flair, a lot of fire right there. Can already tell out of the opening exchange. Ezekiel Lau getting the better of this. Wow, that was dynamic, powerful surfing on the rail, pushing hard. That's what we want to see. And he's going to be sitting out there waiting for that wave. And you know he's going to get it. I just can't wait to see it. Here we go. This is the replay. The opener, Zeke Lau, comes around the corner. Huge sweep into the corner. I mean, he's pushing really hard right there. Another one, gouging back down in, slams it up into the corner. A little hung up there, then finishes up on the inside. Watching the replay, score was on the money.
7.5.
Look at this push, though. I mean, that was a lot of work right there. Just a still shot of that. I mean, beautiful rail work. Comes around to the inside right there. I love the maturity that Zeke has found. You know, you think back to when he was a junior in Hawaii, just going for it, having fun, lanky. Now he's got some.
There are our rookies on tour for the year. Ethan Ewing way down at 35th as a discussion point along with Leonardo Fioravanti. Zeke Lau in the 20s in the Jeep leaderboard, and he'll go to the air. Nice little variety here. Now what he'll do here is he'll just extract another little chip at the end. So power to innovation and progression all compacted into wave number 2.
Got to remember, we're sitting on a dying swell. Zeke going to work, trying to find waves. Big snap right there, pushing water. Right here, the flow, a little off, but definitely, you know, going to progression before he finishes the wave. Then he comes to the inside, does a tap. Right here, nice gouge. Boom. Quick snap, then looking down the line, identifying a section, finds the progression, gets the fins free, goes the rotator, comes into the inside, and finishes off. I don't think this is going to be a huge score, but I do think that it's going to be a great backup for him, and I feel like
at lower trestles, obviously different kind of conditions, but do you guys think back to those clashes and bring out some positive attributes? I mean, Frederico did get the win there.
Yeah, that was round 3 in trestles.
He had a section in front of him. He kind of went into the whitewater, looked a little off kilter, and then, you know, the next he just kicked out, looked frustrated.
Priority play here. Zeke Lau gets going now down the line, wave number 3. Another power display here. Almost replicating his opening ride. And he is in fine form. It's front foot forward here, the momentum in favor of the Hawaiian here. Inside section still providing a little opportunity. And he'll just pop it. And maybe a little jam at the end here as well. So kind of freewheeling it through here.
I love when surfers turn up the volume into these final series. And look at this turn right. He's got so much speed. Woof. Just really threw a lot of power into that turn. And then, you know, all the rest of it was here nor there. But that was the meat of that wave. The way he turned into that thing. He gained all that momentum and then pushed so hard into it, you know. And all this stuff in between here is not a crazy scorer, but it takes so much effort. Here's the turn right here, bottom turn. Sets it up, comes into the corner, finds the power pocket, and just pushes as hard as he possibly can. Almost pushes too hard, almost loses it. Like semi-wheelie through the halfway point of that, and then combos back into another little tail throw. So combination, looking solid out there. No doubt that Zeke's finding flow and feeling this heat. Frederico is not out of it, but let me tell you.
Frederico Morais during the interview. Now the question is, can Frederico absorb the pressure? Here he goes, down the line. And another little glitch error there. Morais over to the right. Morais is looking at an inside right-hander here. So on the way out, he'll look for opportunity. Here he goes. Big sweep to hammer. Oh, and the nerves are eating up the Portuguese surfer here in semi-final number 2.
Windy and choppy, maybe different board today. I'm not sure. I'd love to know what he's riding.
I'm going to argue back at you on that point, but for now, Zeke Lau, squared up turns the left-hander into another wave here. Wave number 4 for Zeke. Feels that he's going to contest his scores on the rights.
Oh, if it's a pressure situation that's actually kicking in on him right now. You know, he's set up turn, nice and clean, comes around to the corner, tries to drop the wallet, but
he kind of just let it go, that maneuver.
Just does not look like he's got the flow on that board. Nice little setup snap right there, blows the tail, goes vertical. Again, right here, pushing water, finishing strong. Rah. The Hawaiian, Zeke Lau, feeling it. So this first turn, pushes tail, slides it out, comes around. This turn, just dynamic, vertical surfing right there. That second turn was all the money on that wave. Finishing off on the inside, he's going to better his backup score. I mean, Zeke's looking solid right now. He could push the requirement into a combination situation right here.
It is semi-final number 2. Cascais alongside Strider Wasilewski as we finally get Frederico Morais, the local, underway here. You are joining us with Frederico way back in the chase here in semi-final number 2. Around the corner. Frederico's got a very strong forehand carve and he'll jam into that. And he'll finally get something with a little bit of substance to it underfoot and find an unlock of the semi-final and try and join Italo Ferreira in the finals.
Well, he gets wound up right here, but it just doesn't really come away with the goods until the inside. A couple of choppy snaps to start it out. Kind of catches a rail right there, and then this inside turn I like. Slams it home, gets the fins up into the lip, and pushes with power. So finishing move, super strong right there. We're going to go into, you know, this little slow-mo slice and dice right here. Throws a little tail, but those are setup snaps for Frederico. You know, those aren't right there. You know, catches the rail a little bit on the way back in. He's not really. That was a great turn to me. I love that finish. I personally don't like the surfboard. Doesn't look like the board is flowing for him. You can see him setting up across the face of that wave. So he's looked like he was constantly trying to get the flow out of the board. But that said, he's up again.
5.9 now in. He'll unlock the combination, now requiring a 9.37. Frederico Morais will flow back to the backhand. That's a nice authoritative hit there at the end.
You know, the vibe good for Kikash. Is the flow happening? Is he going to pull this thing out?
Well, it's turning around right now. I mean, the crowd is definitely behind him. It was crickets when I was first down here for the first 15 minutes. It is now they're trying to kind of help him out with letting him know those last 2 waves were good. But you're right, I think that he's still going to need more out of this one. So there is some time left, though. Don't count this kid out.
On your opponent.
So Zeke has let Frederico go here. So under priority, first rip now. The Portuguese surfer will do a big stab there, very vertical punch.
You can see him pushing harder right here. So Zeke kind of looking at it going, okay, we'll see. So right here, he gets up, gets a lot of flow going, snaps into the lip right there, beautiful, then goes vertical up into it. A little missed time there, so not, you know, what he wanted out of it, but he was pushing harder. He was going faster, and that's what he has to do, is turn the table on the conditions. And then you're going to sit there and you're going to wait and watch and wait and watch and wait and watch to see if a wave really is going to come through that's going to change the situation.
Frederico switches it back to the right-handers. Little zip. It's got that beautiful combination bottom turn, top turn to release. Another inside snap. And this is going to be a healthy number, we feel, as he goes through the inside section. Little jam again. He's going to milk it for all it's worth. It is a beach break, and he'll slam it home at the end.
Push back and energy on the wave because of the weakness of the swell. But look at this. This is good surfing. Solid up into the bowl right there. Slams away. Pushes hard right here. That was the best turn so far. Sweeps the corner. Looking for more on the inside. A lot of energy to keep that board flow across these waves out here today. So solid surfing right there. We'll see where the judges go with it.
Totally manufacturing that score.
Bottom turn, direct into the lip, blows the tail, waits forward, comes out of it with speed. This section right here, that's just like a Mack truck coming at you, and he throws it up into the face of it and comes out on top of his board. Really dynamic execution, timing, beautiful surfing right there. Colapinto loved it perfectly. So, you know, this is an interesting one to watch. Zeke power gouging, look at that. Beautiful surfing right there. A lot of flair, speed, dropping that rail down into the power of the wave, matching it. And that's what it's all about. That's how you get a score, is you put that board into that power pocket, match power for power, and it creates some dynamic surfing, which he's done throughout this heat. He's looked stronger, faster, and more dynamic this entire heat so far, and the judges have shown that with the scores. There's a 6-2-3 on the inside right here for our man Frederico Morais, putting together a couple of scores. Actually, I think this was the 5-9. Bang! That was the 5-9 closer right there.
Carrying a lot of height, weight, and leverage on their equipment, but it's going to be Zeke Lau, the Hawaiian, into the finals here of the EDP Billabong Pro Cascais. So the third QS 10,000 will see a Brazilian and a Hawaiian going to it for the $40,000 first prize, and of course a full 10,000 points to the winner here. And for now,
that shot right there, all the crowd on the beach still clapping and appreciating what's happened. That's a pure look into Portugal, the people, and this place. Everybody here really showing a lot in the way of comfort, hospitality. I love that.
Semi-final number 2 is something for the history books. We have set up a big final here in Guinshu in Portugal. Italo Ferreira will be taking on Zeke Lau. Zeke just freewheeling here through. We're going to give him a little rest.